going through the divorce, that shook me to my core. I was just like, but Lord, you asked me to be celibate, and I was. You told me who to marry. I married that person. I try to do everything to the best of my ability, and no, I didn't do everything perfect, but I don't know that I could have done anything different if I'm being honest. And so, I was just like, why is this happening? My greatest fear was for my husband to leave me after 10 years of marriage, the way that my dad and my mom separated. And that's exactly what happened. And it's just like, I don't understand this. And so it was a lot of prayer, a lot of evaluation, a lot of learning about myself even. It was a lot of realizing the place that we both were in. It was a lot of just like rediscovering God and realizing that sometimes the way that we see or understand things, it's not that it's not true, it's just you do come into different seasons. And I had to accept that if this isn't something I've chosen, but it's something that God has allowed, then God has allowed it for a good reason. And I think that we both have grown from it tremendously. I think that now, I think that at the time I was so mad at Devon, but now I think what he did was very brave. And I think that it was a very scary thing to know that the church and all the people, everyone was going to be like, well, this is not what a man of God or a woman of God does,
Right.
And of course there were a lot of people who were like, well, Meagan must have done something. And I'm like, what? But I think that in order to grow to the place that we've grown, I think we absolutely were supposed to be married for that amount of time. And I think we got the best and the benefit out of it. And I think he taught me a lot and I taught him a lot. And we took a lot, we gave a lot. But we're still friends. And as he said, the love is, transitioned into something else, but it's still love. And I don't regret anything. And I'm super thankful for the time that we were married. And I'm super thankful for what I learned. And I think that I love now in a different capacity, because when your absolute worst fear happens, now there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
In that situation, you like, I prayed for this. I was everything, God, everything you asked me to do, I did.
Yeah.
Did you feel at that moment that as the marriage is starting to dissolve, did you feel like a failure?
No, I don't think so, because I feel like we had almost 10 successful years of marriage.